Hello everyone, it's Julie from Camellia Crafts Designs. Welcome and welcome back. I'm here today with another 2021 TCTC challenge video. That's the challenge set by Dee Dee Farago over on her channel, where we make pockets for our junk journals as a reference for future, to know how we made them and for ideas when we're putting together a new journal. Now, I'm not doing one from a 12x12 sheet this week. One of the reasons is my desk's got so messy this week, I don't think I'd fit a 12x12 sheet on it. I don't have a 12x12 space left on my desk. And the other reason is this one, I think Deedee did this in week 9. And I watched Deedee do it and it baffled my brain. Not because Deedee didn't explain it properly, it's just got a lot of folds in and it baffled my brain. I've watched Gail Tuttle do it. I think Tatty Treasures did it. But this week I watched a lady do it, Sue at ScrappydooSue. And Sue didn't find it that easy. But what Sue did is she persevered in her video and it finally came right. And it was like a light bulb moment for Sue and it was a light bulb moment for me. It was like, that's it. I think I needed to see how to do it wrong before I could understand why it sometimes goes right. Anyway, I'll stop waffling and I'll show you this, mine. I will apologise for a joke that's about to come up, yeah? So you've had fair warning, it is a bad joke, but I couldn't resist it. So anyway, we've got this little 3" by 3" pocket with a band round it, and it's just so cute. So I've decorated the band with a Tim Holtz label. So the band comes off and then this opens up. Ta-da! And we've got a little mushroom, little boy, more mushrooms, and he's saying, "Not mushroom in here." Boom, boom. I'm sorry about that, I couldn't resist it. I was looking for tiny things to decorate it and I came across with tiny Tim Holtz people with tiny mushrooms. That joke just came to mind. I won't say it again. I'm very sorry. So this is what we're going to make. So I'll put the little boy away. He'll have less room in there when I shut it, won't he? I'll put my little band back on and I'll show you how we made it. And I hope I can do it right. I've not done one without following along with Sue. So here goes. I will link Sue down in the description as well. And yeah, she's in the title. So, yeah, first we get this piece of paper. Yeah, I'll tell you how big it is first, shall I? It's 4 inches, just checking, by 4 inches square. Yeah, don't use a paper that's too thick. Sue, that's a tip from Sue again, because she had used a paper and it was cracking. So I've got one of my thinner papers. Oh, the other one, what I did first is I inked it with my brush. I'm going to do that again. Yeah, do it. So, yeah, I've got my blending brush and I just inked the white so it's not quite so harsh inside. I don't tend to like white on a lot of things. I can do white on pastels, but white on darker grungy things I just shy away from. I tend to ink it up just like that. So there you go, it's now no longer snowy white. I'll put lid on my ink and crack on. So we're going to fold this paper with the white side up, or the inside if you've got a double-sided paper, in half. I'm going to crease it with my bone folder, open that up, fold it in half again the other way. You'd be really spot on with this, because if you're not spot on with your creases it won't fold properly. So fold and crease again. Then we're going to take it and fold it diagonally to make a triangle in one direction. Yeah. And then I'll crease that again. Right, then what will happen is place it like that, like a diamond, with the sides where you've got a crease across where you've done the triangular fold, squeeze those in, and voila, folds up into a little square. How good is that? Right, so I'm going to give that some more creasing with my bone folder, and I'm just going to pop it there. I'm now going to grab this other piece. I've chosen a piece of Tim Holtz paper, and it's 3 inches wide by 6 inches long, and I'm just going to fold it in half. And crease it. And decide which is going to be my front. I'll have that as the front. Then I'm going to open it up. If you want to ink it, you can ink it. And I'm going to place this inside. Yeah. I want the top point right up to the crease. Then I'm going to fold it to make sure it folds nicely. Put it right up in that crease. Then I'm just going to unfold it, and I'm going to glue this on here. While holding this still in the same place. I've seen different people do this different ways. This tended to be one that worked best for me. And then I'm going to fold that top back down and just hold it a couple of seconds while it sticks. Then I'm going to turn it over, open up the other flap, and I'm going to glue the other side of this triangle. It's not a triangle, it's a square. Yeah, other side of the square. Then I'm going to fold that down, and before I press too hard, I'm going to open up and just make sure it will go flat. And it does. Then check it folds good. It does. Opens good. It does. Yeah, you might just find that moves slightly when you fold it up. Oh, and it works. It amazes me every time it works, this, because I had so many failed attempts at this and I gave up completely. Now I'm doing one that works. It's just slightly out. I'm going to come in and crease that. Now I've done one that works. I'm a bit gobsmacked. Right, let's go back to my original one. Open it up. Oh, I won't say it. I promise I won't say it again. And I've made a couple of little pockets there. I don't know whether this were in Dee Dee's. I suited it, so I did it. Right, I've got a strip of paper here that is 2 inches wide. Now if you measure that little square there, it is 2 inches by 2 inches. That's just how big it is. It just is. So I'm going to cut a little square of this paper, a smidgen less than 2 inches. And by a smidgen, I mean a smidgen. I mean not even a 1/16 of an inch. And cut. And then I'm going to go the other way and make sure that's just a smidgen less, which it actually is. Then I'm going to cut that in half. Do this however you want, with scissors, with your craft knife. I'm lining the points up on the blade edge of my trimmer, and that's how I prefer to do it. I was so vicious with that then, I really don't. So afraid it was going to jump off. Then I'm going to ink round these little triangles. I'm using my vintage photo distress ink. I've gone back to this because my distress oxide one's a bit dry. This cat's here again. Hello, cat. Yeah, just stroke the cat and then she'll get in a box, because she won't have a bed. Bought her all sorts of fancy cat beds. She prefers an A4 Amazon box with the edges cut off. Right, off you pop now, cat. She's getting very clingy in her old age. Very. Right, so I've inked little triangles and I'm going to pop them on here. Just make sure before you glue them on that your triangle doesn't cover that crease, because if it does, it won't fold up. And oh, I'm going to throw the triangle around for a bit, then I'm going to glue it on. Just ink along the two edges. And you can put anything in these pockets. You don't have to have tiny people and mushrooms. I just did. I thought it looked cute, that little boy sitting on a mushroom and another mushroom tucked in pockets. I might not be as silly with this one. Yeah, Cat even thinks I'm silly. I think Cat's thinking, why is she talking to herself? She normally talks to me, but lately she just talks to herself. This Cat's got no clue I'm making a video. She goes quiet when I go quiet. When I start talking, she meows again. Right, that's my two little pockets. I used the paper that matched the outside. I liked that look inside. And then there we have it. I just think that's the cutest thing ever. Is that where we're going to... I don't know why that's not straight. It must be something to do with how I've glued it in. I really don't know. But it's really annoying me. If it annoys me too much, I'll just trim the side off. There we go, it's fine now. Right, now to make a little band for the outside. I didn't have any design paper in long enough strips to match. So I just did have this piece of... Is that the piece I used, or is that a different piece? Yeah, I just grabbed a piece of paper that I'd cut off. Now this is just a printed coffee dyed one. And I wrapped it round. I didn't make firm creases. I just loosely wrapped it round. I didn't make it too tight because you need a bit of room to slip it on and off. And then I just came it, and that's a bit long. I chopped a bit off with my scissors. And I just glued it. Like you would. No great surprise there, is there? Yeah, I glued it. Said that like it was some great invention. Yeah, glue it. I know. What should we do to join this paper? Fabulous, unique idea. Let's use some glue. Oh, yeah. And again, I've still kept it quite loose. And then you've got room to slip it on and off. You see? Yeah. And you've got room to put a bit more inside should you wish. Now on this band, I used a ticket to put across where the join is. In fact, you know, that bit at bottom that's not right straight is so annoying me. I need to cut it off. There you go. So I'm going to rifle in my Tim Holtz box again and find another similar sized label. That one was just laying on top. If I could spend ages trying to find... Oh, we've got a littler one there. That might do. Oh, we could put a little one with a bee on. Oh, yeah, do it. Do you know, I looked ages in my Tim Holtz stuff looking for a bee other day when I was doing bee themed things. Could I find one? And there it is now on top. Ecky thump. So, I've got my little label. I think I'm going to pop that just there, covering the... I'm going to put that right up to the crease, then you don't really notice there's a crease, it looks like edge at label. Then I'm going to put the bee there. This is much paler paper I've used. I'm just trimming that to make it straight. So I'm going to ink the edges on this one. I didn't bother on other one. Sounds like kids next door are playing drums. I don't know what they're up to. Oh, it makes me laugh. The noise does not bother me at all. We've got little ones who are, this something like 3 and 7. Oh, I think back to noise my kids used to make. Oh, it mortified me. But then I had a neighbour next door who had a little boy. Is he a year younger or 2 years younger than mine? And he was just as bad. We used to sometimes pretend to go round and tell other one's kids off, put fear of God in them, just to help each other out. Oh, kids. Mine did so much arguing. Everything is a competition. Well, it was. They're not so bad now. Everything were a competition with my kids. Everything had to turn into an argument. So I've got the little label there, and then I'm going to put my little buzzy bee on, because it has got flowers on. Flowers and bees go together like legs and knees. There you go. I'm going to get kicked off YouTube for my bad jokes, aren't I? Right, here we go. Just pop that little buzzy bee on next to my ticket. I like that. Over this with flowers. Oh, that's quite sweet. Yeah, not a mushroom in sight. So that's it. I'm not going to spend 3 hours rifling through a box to look for something to put inside. Though we could just put one thing in, couldn't we? I did leave one little boy out. I just think, open these and see a person, it's like, oh, what are you doing in there? So we'll pop him in there. Can you imagine if he actually played that bugle when he opened it? Be like, da da da. I'm just going to leave it there now. So there we have it. A little Dee Dee Farago 2021 TCTC. And you can just pop these in a pocket. You could even glue the back of the belly band into your book. I don't know if anyone's said that. They probably have. I don't remember what people said yesterday. And yeah, there we go. Right, I'm going to go now before I crack any more terrible jokes. So I will link Sue, who is ScrappydooSue. I'll link her channel and video in here. I always link Deedee's, and yeah, thank you very much for watching me, and I will see you next time. Thank you, bye.